This is the black snowboard of death under the pretty lights. Kind of giving you a look after a long in-depth review and comparison. Just showing you the side cut depth, laying it on the table like this. You can kind of see, the pretty stuff. See if the colors really appeal to you. But you can see the difference between the nose and tail. And let's layer down here, show you the camber profile. You can see there's a decent bow of camber underfoot, nothing major. And then it's a little flat, going to a little camber, kind of more between the inserts, and then going to a decent amount of early rise. And everybody's early rise will be just slightly different because wood cures differently. But just to give you that idea of the profile, and then you can also see there's a little more nose than tail, and it's got a nice, it's not a huge kick, just kind of a nice forward, slight kick, semi-kicked. Then let's take a look at the width over the inserts from the back insert to the front insert. You're looking at about 26.6 centimeters, give or take some, about 25.9 to 26 off the front. Now, since this is a directional board, we'll do the front. I won't do it with twins because they'll be the same. But this is just about 26, 25.9, 26, kind of like there. And then 26.7, 26.6 over the front insert there. Now, talking about setback on board in a powder day, you can get back to 22 inches with traditional discs. And with mini discs, it's the same, but you'll be just a little further back on board. But with traditional discs, which is still barely the standard, you're looking at from nose to the back insert on the front, and from tail to the back insert on the back. You're looking at, I believe, 3.75. Yeah, 3.75, a 3.75 inch difference, or 1.875 back on board. So, for the 56, that's pretty decent. It's more all mountain than freeride, and that's kind of why we call it an all mountain board. A lot of freeride boards have a lot, this whole insert pattern would be like back here, like start here and be back here. You're usually in the 4+ range, usually upwards towards 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there. But with just this little bit of taper, just that tiny bit of taper helps. The smaller nose, the smaller tail than nose, and that setback, you can get some decent directional float. And then on top of that, you've got a pretty good base. Die cut. You can see the structure in this base too. These Capita boards come ready to play in all conditions, and they have a weird sound underneath in certain conditions with this structured base, but it really helps in spring. And with a good bit of wax, this has very good glide to it. On the upper tier of things, not the amazing ultra glidey kind of thing going on, but a great all conditions glide. So all in all, the black snowboard of death has been around for years, and it just keeps evolving, and they keep tweaking the core profiles and this and that, and just making it a little better board. Constantly playing around with materials to improve the flex, and it's not a rubbery, chattery mess like it used to be for a few years. It's back to the old BSOD, that not quite as stiff as the old days, but just as damp, and it's got some playful butteriness to it for what it is. So all in all, or compared to what it used to be years and years ago, but all in all, it could work for a wide variety of riders, especially those that lean a little more on the directional side of all mountain.